problem is he tweeted this out, man, if we don't fix this offense, the season is going to end real quick. D. Hall and Sean, come on in, guys. I'm going to keep it real simple for you here. What is wrong with the Steelers? Sean, what is your assessment?
Well, MJ, look, I think they were kind of on autopilot there when they were on their 11-0 run, and you start to kind of lose track of the things that got you the victories. Offensively, it's not just Ben. Ben had some errant throws. He missed a lot of throws high, a lot of poor decisions as well. But Alejandro Villanueva, the left tackle, he got worked, and he got worked bad. The receivers, look, I think that there was a couple times where there were two receivers in the same spot. So just not the same chemistry, not the same synchronization that they had been accustomed to earlier this season. So no doubt about it, they've got to get the simple stuff right. We heard Mike Tomlin talk about it was a JV performance weeks ago. We heard him talking about they've got to make the routine plays routinely. Well, look, it's still back to the basics for Pittsburgh. But I do think they're still a really good football team. Everything that I saw on film was all fixable. They're just going to have to get their hands dirty and get back to work.
Yeah, Sean, you're absolutely right. When you talk about complacency in the National Football League, it's so easy to get caught up in that hype sometimes. And I think you're absolutely right. When you watch the Steelers play football, they have guys that can beat you in one-on-one situations. This offense early on in the season when they were 11-0, they were able to run the football a little bit more effectively. And so you watch over these last 4 weeks, they haven't been running the football at all. They put the sole production of this offense on short, quick passing. And so, even when Ben has had the opportunity to try to push the football down the football field, he's, I think, 1 for 14 in passes of more than 10 air yards. And so you can't win a football game just trying to complete short, quick passes if you're not going to incorporate anything into your run game. And so I think the thing that made this Steelers team great for so many years is that they were always considered physical. They always were able to run the football, and they always played really good defense. You put on the film and you watch those guys play, sometimes you don't even see the effort or the want to out of those guys.
It was almost painful to watch last night, guys. And listen, a quick note on Big Ben here. Roethlisberger earned a PFF grade of 25.1. That is his lowest ever in a single game. Going back to when PFF began assigning player grades, that was back in 2006. It's the second lowest grade game by a starting QB this entire season. Guys, thanks.
Hey, we already know what it is, bro. It's our time, you feel me? It's gonna get done. It's gonna get done.
Russ looks. Now he's gonna let it fly. It is in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Goff steps up, lobs it to the end zone. Touchdown, LA!
Great job, Smooth. We got to set the tone.
He's wrapped up and thrown down.
Could not get away from Aaron Donald. Great defensive play.
You talk about physical football.
Chris Carson just runs over.
Well played, boy. How about that? That's exactly what we need.
Time now for Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. So according to Next Gen, Jared Goff's metrics drop significantly when under pressure. So he holds on to the ball longer. His completion percentage drops from 74 to 44, which is among the bottom 10 in the league. And his passer rating is cut in half. So LT and M-Rob, let's talk about this one because it's another big game. Our total access game of the week. You know we got to plug that. Rams at Seahawks. Willie and I just previewed this matchup, and I agree with him. He says both of these teams just need to show him more. LT, what are your keys to victories here for the Rams?
Well, the keys to the victory is on offense for the Rams. It's all about marrying their run action pass game with their run. They do a great job of marrying them both together. We know on their drop back, they do it second highest in the league, play action. And look at this. Watch the safety down here. This is just a simple run. When you look at the safety, he was looking at the wide receiver. He didn't even know that they was about to run the game. Now, this is the same type of formation. Bunch, you got the receiver coming across now. It looks like a run. Now, look at those linebackers. They're reacting to a play that they thought they just saw. Nope, we're going to run a quick screen and keep you off balance. So this is the key to the Rams offense. They got to have success running the football so that you can draw those defenders in the run game. So when you do play action, now you got everything behind those linebackers wide open for those great receivers that you have.
LT, I couldn't have said it better myself, brother. You're absolutely right. I mean, the play-action pass game with the Los Angeles Rams is vital for Jared Goff to have success, and it's vital for them to try to confuse the underneath coverage of the Seattle Seahawks. And one of my keys to victory for the Seattle Seahawks is to make sure Jamal Adams stays around the line of scrimmage, because this guy totally eliminates offensive players. You look at right here, this is a simple slant flat. But LT, look at his drop. His drop takes away the slant, and his eyes put his body in a position to drive downhill on the flat route so that he can stop the offensive player before he gets the first down. You look at it again right here. He's on the opposite side of the field. You have some stick nods. You have some slants going on from the Washington football team offense. He's in coverage. Again, vision on the quarterback. He's still around the line of scrimmage. He took a drop, but he's still around the line of scrimmage. You see the quarterback start to scramble, and look at Jamal Adams totally erase the quarterback in this one. I want to show it again. Look at this. Look at him hawk down Dwayne Haskins. Now, look, I'm not trying to sit here and say Dwayne Haskins is Lamar Jackson or anything like that, but you see what I'm talking about. You see Jamal Adams and his impact on offense. But LT, just to second your thought before we get out of here, the Los Angeles Rams are going to have to do something to impact Jamal Adams, because if not, this kid can totally wreck their game plan, and they'll be losing again to the Seattle Seahawks.
Guys, POV, it's week 16. The division could be yours, and you're going up against your divisional rival. This is the drama that we live for. All right, guys, thanks. After the break on NFL Total Access, 3 questions about 3 quarterbacks. How far can Tua take the Dolphins? Are Kyler and the Cards a legitimate threat? And what's it going to take to really believe in Brady and the Bucs? We've got answers next.